prize giving of 2019 Vincent Building Prize Mull Rally. The next rally in the world. Welcome to you all.
Hi guys, welcome to this impromptu live stream this afternoon from the Mull Rally 2019, where we're just about to see the the Mull pipe band come round, the Southern pipe band come round the corner. And the presentation parade for the rally winners. As you can see, this is a massively popular event this afternoon. Everyone and anyone. You have it?
I'll give you one of my business cards as well.
Nice one. Okay, we'll be around here, okay? There we go. Big collection. So we're going to take you in, try and catch some of this presentation. As you can see, there are absolutely thousands of people here for this event. Try and get you as close as possible to the action. Oh yeah? Hey?
Still live, aren't you?
Yep, we're still live.
After 50 years, even some competitors have taken part in every single rally. We've got cars which represent rallying right from the 1960s, right the way through the classics.
We'll try and
through to
catch some of this event for you.
current generation.
As you can see, the car park's a bit.
And coming up in front of us shortly, we will have our three cars. So there's Daniel Harper, Chris Campbell, second overall in the WRC Mini. Coming through now, our third overall position, David Corby and Ian Duffy. Sorry, David Corby and John Rowland. Forgive me. Coming through now, our winner, Paul McKinnon and Paul Beaton. They're just going to organise themselves, I think, so that they can park up properly. There's been a rally of sensational activity. There's been some attrition. We lost the likes of John McCrone early on. We lost Lewis Gallagher. All gentlemen who could have been amongst these top three. But the competition was sensational. The conditions were demanding. And no doubt when we interview the crews a little bit later on, they'll have a few stories to tell you about just how challenging it has been. This year, we don't have Callum Duffy with us. He was putting on a heck of a fight to catch David Corby last night, moving up from 5th to 4th position. And I know Callum,
Oh, right, yeah. Let's get ready for you.
I can see him.
David Corby led the two-wheel drive brigade. So, ladies and gentlemen, we have our three top place cars, Paul McKinnon and Paul Beaton, Daniel Harper and Chris Campbell, David Bogie and John Rowland. Give them all a big round of applause before we start this
So as you can see, we've got a few winners now.
I would ask you to stand by your cars and be admired by your public. Whilst I ask Andy Jardine, clerk of the course, to say a few words. Andy.
Thanks, Paul. Thanks everybody for coming along. What a great feeling to be back here again after the last 2 years absence. And the last 2 days.
Hopefully you're enjoying this impromptu live stream.
As an organising team, we feel very privileged to be entrusted with delivering this great event. And I think we've seen again this year how big this event is and how much attention it gets from the wider motorsport world. We put a video post of David Bogie's in-car onto Facebook and it's had over 28,000 views. We've reached 250,000 people over the weekend and put Mull front and centre worldwide, including a study of autopoo to start a Penmore race. I'm sure if you stop and think about it, you'll realise what an enormous effort goes into planning and executing the Mull Rally. I want to acknowledge and thank all the people that worked to make the event happen all year, and in particular during the event. So thank you to the army of officials, marshals, so thank you from me. I've also been asked to make another small announcement on behalf of the Mull Car Club. It would appear that this notion of closing public roads to go rallying is catching on. And on the 19th and 20th of June 2020, Mull Car Club will organise the Argyll Rally on closed roads around Durham. So put that one in the bag. And another little message from the guys that are doing the trackers, for the competitors out there, can you please get your trackers back to them? Thank you.
Andy. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I'm just the guy who does the talking. I'm not part of the organisation team. But I think it's about time somebody actually said, on behalf of all the visitors and the competitors, a hearty thanks and congratulations to the guardians of the Mull Rally and the organising team for making this event such a great success. Thank you, Andy. Everybody. It's been a fantastic return to rallying on Mull. And it's 50 years since the first rally here on Mull, since the meeting set off the main street to start a legend in British rallying and indeed in world rallying. And it was a vision of one man, a man called Brian Molyneux. No longer sadly with us, but today John is going to present the prizes. But before that, I'd like to invite Neil Molyneux, Brian's son, just to say a few words and give us a potted history of Mull and rallying here on Mull.
My mother and I, as we celebrate 50 years of rallying on Mull, the organisers asked me if I would make a small presentation and talk about how we got to where we are now. My brief was to be brief, so to condense 50 years of rallying into a few minutes is quite a job. So this is done in the form of a précis. Now, if you don't know what a précis is, a précis means that most of the words are missing. So it's the modern equivalent of the tweet. So this hopefully will allow you to paint your own picture. 1968, family holiday, marathon journey, wet and wild, sun came out, fell in love, mad rally idea, local encouragement, back to Lancashire, lads trip to Mull, lads cynical, copious alcohol, lads enthusiastic. 1969, Tour of Mull, tarmac selectives, 57 starters, Hill and Wood, Cooper S, huge success, hasty back. 1970s, 75 entries, Forest stages. 1980s, 2 night sections. 90 entries, Scottish Championship. 1989, Road Rallies outlawed, rally cancelled. 1990, Act of Parliament, Closed Road Rally. Massive achievements, 120 entries, 150 entries, oversubscribed. 1996, Brian died, lost our leader. 1999, Tobermory stage. Friday afternoon, will it work? Saturday morning, yes it did. 2001, foot and mouth, nearly cancelled. 2009, 40th rally. Stage is cancelled, club downhearted. March club meeting, pulled the plug. 2010, new organisation, kept it going. 2017, insurance hurdles, rally cancelled. 2-year absence, too late now. 2019, no it's not. 50 years on, bumper event. So that's my little chronology of the tour of Mull and the Mull Rally. What that doesn't tell us about is the unique, the things that make this rally unique. The terrain and the roads, which provide probably the best competition in the UK for this type of event. The warm welcome that we receive and the enthusiasm of the Mullers. The friendships, the births, marriages and deaths that the Tour of Mull and the Mull Rally have engendered. I can't think of any other event event, sporting event, motorsport event that has changed lives on such a grand scale. Congratulations to the current organisers on their 50th, on the 50th year of rallying on Mull. We look forward to the 50th rally in 2 years, which is a slightly different thing. Now, the mum is here this afternoon to present the prizes. Still passionate about the Mull Rally at 91 years old. She refers to it as the family legacy. We hope this doesn't mean that she's going to leave her money to it. Please, everybody, will you give a warm welcome to the president of the 2300 Club, my mother, Joan Molyneux. Joan, would you like just to say a few words?
Hello, everybody. I'm so honoured to be here on this occasion. So pleased to be asked to present the prizes. And I just wish my husband were here to see what has happened over the years, because he will be so proud of everybody and everything that has been done. Thank you to the Mull Car Club and the Rally Guardians for all the effort they've put in to make this event so successful. And I'm not going to say any more, but I'll see you all next year, hopefully.
Thank you, Joan. Thank you, everybody. Joan Molyneux is now going to present the prizes there, reveal. And it's a very, very memorable moment, I'm sure, for Joan. So, should we get on with presenting some prizes? Absolutely. Well, we're going to start with the various special awards before we get to the class awards. And if you want to come up when your name is called, I'd suggest, unless you're over near the ramp here for the Mull Aquarium, you come around the back, it's a bit quicker, around the back of the steps here. So, to start, we have the Gary Brett Memorial Trophy. It goes to the service crew of car 101, Neil, Steve, Tom and Jack. These lads are real foreigners that come all the way from Norfolk to run a couple of cars, and they rose to the challenge when the crew burst the diff on the drive shaft on Saturday afternoon. A long recovering and then a quick repair got the crew out again for the evening leg. So, Neil, Steve, Tom and Jack, congratulations. This will start to flow pretty quick once we get going. Okay, whilst they're getting their hands shaken, I'll start with the next one.
Whoa. Whoa.
Oh, good morning for the Gary Brown Award. There you go, gents. It's just right. It's money for the Gary Brett Award. This is, you can see this is well rehearsed, folks, can't you? Okay, let me have then the next award winners. The Lawrence Wills Memorial Trophy for the best presented car at scrutineering as judged by the scrutineers. Now this, I know, for Roger and his team, is a massive challenge because the cars, all the cars that come to Mull look so fantastic, and picking a best prepared car is a nightmare for those boys. So many great looking cars. Anyway, after a lot of deliberation, it went to the Ford Escort Mark 1, car number 102 of Malcolm Davey and Paul Slingsby. Malcolm and Paul, please. Well done, gentlemen. The car was beautiful, and if you don't recall it, it's the one which is silver and blue in Red Bull colours. Lovely looking car. Okay, the next award is the highest placed Malton Motor Club Award, and that's car number 69, Pat Johnson and Sam Spencer. Pat and Sam are with us. Yeah, there they are, and I think I'm correct in saying that's the orange cadet. Yellow cadet, sorry. I'm colourblind. And they're on the way up. Thank you very much. Okay, so while Pat and Sam are coming up to collect the Malton Club Crew Award, I'll announce the next one, which is the best crew resident in Yorkshire, which is car number 9, Jonathan Mounsey and Richard Wardle. Jonathan and Richard, come up please. Jonathan and Richard, of course, 5th overall. Jonathan was in 4th at one position, and I thought he might just make the top 3. But a great competitor as ever here on Mull. So Jonathan and Richard to collect their trophy. And as they're doing that, I can announce the best Scotland resident crew, car number 14, Eddie O'Donnell and Stephen Brown. Sixth overall, and you know it was going to be a tough battle in the rear-wheel drive escort stakes. There's no doubt, but I think that Eddie will be delighted with 6th, and it was great to see Eddie out in the stages. And Eddie, of course, very understated as always, but great to see them. So yeah, fantastic result. Eddie and Stephen Brown, best Scotland resident crew. I asked Eddie and Stephen to stay up here for a moment, because now is the team award. The team award for Dave's Drowned Rats, who are car number 5, David Bogie and John Rowan, Eddie O'Donnell and Stephen Brown, and Doug Weir and Phil Sandon. So if those gentlemen could all come up here to collect the team award, please. Now this may take a few minutes to get everybody up on the up on our makeshift stage, and it won't be the last time you see David Bogie. And have we got Doug Weir? Doug? Oh, he's here. So Doug and Phil. Fantastic. So that's the team award, folks. David Bogie, John Rowan, Eddie O'Donnell, Stephen Brown, Doug Weir and Phil Sandon. John, delighted to shake your hands. She's never been surrounded by so many good-looking lads. Okay, whilst they're having the picture taken, I'll announce the Donny Mackay Trophy for the Best Newcomer Award. And this goes to a very, very well-deserved driver and crew. In a fabulous looking Austin Mini, young Jack Hartley and Gary Dawes, car number 105. They were fantastic. So young Jack's on his way up. And he had a big smile every time I saw him. He was smiling, and he was pedaling that little Mini like, well, Brian would have been proud of him. He was going. So Jack, the Donny Mackay Trophy for the best newcomer crew, car 105. John shakes his hand. Fabulous. Whilst Jack's having his picture taken, then let's move on. The Alexander McLean Trophy for the highest placed Mull driver, and the Lord McLean of Duart Trophy for the best Mull co-driver, goes to car 55, Robert Matheson and Billy Dalgleish. And we have Robert and Billy. There come Robert and Billy. Fantastic. Joan shakes the hand. I think she's enjoying kissing all these men, actually. Okay. The next award, the John Allen Memorial Trophy for Best Improvement in Seeding, goes to car number 133. They finished 35th overall. It's Alistair Ingram and Bernard McSweeney in the Honda Civic. Car number 133, please. And here they come. Congratulations, gentlemen. And as they're having their picture taken, let's move on. The Alan Mackay Trophy for being the best entertainer on Mull this weekend. And this goes for his spirited approach to the Sniddy Junction. The mind boggles, and I can only imagine. It goes to car number 21, Stuart Morrison and Jason McPhail in the Blue Mark 2 Escort. Here they come, I hope. Are they with us? I shall move on then. Okay, now we're lucky to have 3 new awards to present this year. They are the Rally and Competition Equipment Escort Challenge for rear-wheel drive escorts, winning a £500 voucher for rally and competition equipment. The Michelin Locks 2-wheel drive trophy donated by Gardner and Co. And it goes to Callum Duffy and Ian Duffy in the wee 2-litre modern Mark II Escort. I know we couldn't keep you down. Callum, great to see you. It was a real battle last night. Callum, still, I think in many ways the king of rear-wheel drive driving on Mull, but David just took his prize away this weekend. But Callum, great to see you still fighting hard, and next year, no doubt, out to show them how it's done. So Callum Duffy and Ian Duffy, thank you very much. And the other new trophy we have, kindly donated by Minisport Limited, the Minisport Mini Challenge, winning a £500 voucher to spend at Miniport, goes to car number 79, Clive King and Anton Bird in the historic Austin Cooper S. I was delighted to see so many early minis on the rally this year. They looked great and they were going so well. Where else could you go to such a fantastic rally on such a scale as this and have cars from the 60s competing with cars from the 90s, and it's still competitive? Fabulous. Fabulous. There they go, Jones kissing more men. I don't know. Okay. So, the next award goes to the highest placed Clitheroe District Club member. It happens to be a gentleman in car number 30 called John Marshall, with his navigator Scott Crawford. And of course John, the head of Bitson's Building Supplies and indeed our sponsor. So John, please come up and follow after all. John was finishing a very creditable 9th overall, so a fabulous result as well. And the smile on his face says to me it's been worth absolutely all the effort. But whilst they're up here, I would like to ask Duncan Brown of the organising team to come and say a few words, if you would, Duncan.
Thank you. So when John's getting his photograph taken, I just want you all to join me to thank John and Beeson's Building Supplies for 5 fantastic years of sponsorship. Beeson's have been with us through probably one of the toughest times in the rally's history, where we had 2 years without an event, and they came back and supported us really strongly. It's not just financial support, there's all sorts of other things. If you've got a school child in Mull, you'll probably see that. Rally bags, gifts for the marshals and the volunteers. It's much more than a commercial partner, it's a real partnership. And we're very happy to have them on board. And we're even more happy to let you know that they've agreed for 5 more years sponsorship. For me, set a date for your diary, 9th to 11th October 2020 for the Beeson's Building Supplies Mull Rally.
Thank you, Duncan. Isn't that great news, folks? And thank you to John Marshall and all the team at Beeson's. And now, on to the Duart Castle Spirit of the Rally Award. Now it's our 50th year. And to commemorate the 50th anniversary of the first tour of Mull Rally in 1969, that great event that set the whole world on a changing course, the Guardians of the Mull Rally would like to recognise and honour not just the man behind the original idea of holding a rally on the Isle of Mull, but his family, who to this day maintain a commitment to the great creation. The Duart Castle Spirit of the Rally Award is presented in this golden year to the Molyneux family. Clive and Alison, to come and join their mother here to be presented by the award by Donald Brown, the chairman of the Mull Guardians. Come on, Clive. And I'm sure it's a very proud moment. And Brian will be looking down with a great deal of pride as he sees this 15 years of rallying from that great don't drop it, Joel. Thank you, Donald. Thank you, everybody. That's great. Okay, well, let's move on to the class awards. And I'll start with the Rally Tech Trophy for the first Group N car. It's car 11, Sean Sinclair and Patrick Walsh, please. Sean, you around? He's away, or is it? Okay. All right then, Class A. Third overall in class. Car 105, Jack Hartley and Gary Dawes, that little mini. What a fantastic performance. Here comes Jack, smiling again. This lad's got a future, I'm sure. If he can pedal a mini like that round Mull, at tender age. Next in class, second in class A, car 75, Chris and Heidi Woodcock. Well, Chris and Heidi are going to collect their awards from Joel, as I call up first in class A, car 51, Mark and Andrew Constantine. And Andrew also receives the Susan Cameron Trophy for first class A co-driver. I'll try and stand out the way, photographer. So those are the Class A awards. And as Mark and Andrew collect their award, let's move on to Class B. Third in class, Class B, car 133, Alice Ringrun and Vernon McSweeney. Are they with us? Yes, they are, I think. Oh, there they are. Ready? Second in Class B, car 74, that's a Toyota, by body shell only, it's an angular relay, in a Toyota body shell. Car 74, Mike Storer and Christopher Pirry. Great to see Mike going strong, and old man is still very much alive in spirit. And then, first overall in Class B, car 103, Steve Irwin and Neil Bye.
Well done.
Well done, gents. Okay, and as Steve and Neil collect their first in Class B award, let me announce then Class C. Third in class, come and join us again, car 17, Doug Weir.
We'll grab an interview shortly with Mark and Andrew Constantine. Once these presentations are done and Paul receives his trophy.
Okay, go Doug.
We're here live at the Beatson's Mull Rally presentation.
Second in Class C, car 15, Stephen Thompson and Larry Higton. Come on, Stephen and Larry. They were putting on a great show. Fabulous turnout and fabulous to see in action, those lads. And then last, but by no means least, in Class C, first overall in class, car number 3, Callum and Ian Duffy. Callum and Ian also received the Paul Tomlins Memorial Trophy for first in Class C. There we go, lads. Callum and Ian, first in Class C. Great. Okay, as Callum and Ian have their picture taken with John, let's move on to then announcing Class D. Third in class, Class D, car 100, Jeff Dean and Tom Spencer. Excellent. Second in Class D, car number 16, another great entertainer, another stalwart of Mull, Billy Bird of Plug Pulling. Come on, Billy. Always great to see Billy and Plug. They're always out there smiling and putting on a good show and fighting hard. So excellent stuff. And then first in Class D, car number 14, Eddie O'Donnell and Stephen Brown. So Eddie and Stephen about to collect their award from John. And we'll move on to Class E. Third in Class E, car number 30, John Marshall and Scott Crawford. John, you've got to come back up here again. Excellent. As John and Scott are on the way up, second in Class E, car 11, Sean Sinclair and Patrick Walsh. Thank you. And then first in Class E, car number 9, Jonathan Mounsey and Richard Wardle. Jonathan, you've got to come up again. Here comes Jonathan. There we are. Okay, and then on to Class H, last of the classes. Second in Class H, car 134, Arthur and Hugo McMillan. Arthur and Hugo are here. Do we have Arthur and Hugo? Yeah, I think we do. No Arthur and Hugo. Oh yeah, there's somebody coming, he's on his way, he's on his way.
I'm coming to
He
collect
was
your
quicker
award
in the
from-
rally. Okay, a member of the service team's collecting on their behalf, but still a great result. And then first in Class H, car 79, Clive King and Anton Bird. Another one of these, fabulous. So, ladies and gentlemen, we come to the overall awards. Third, second, and of course, our winner. I don't think anybody can doubt that this has been a very exciting rally. It's been a thrilling event from start to finish. There were all the pundits guessing who was going to lead, who was going to be fastest, who was going to be fastest on the first night. And there were maybe, I would have said, 7, 8 guys in that top 10 who could easily have been in the lead after the first night. And it was going to be a tough, tough battle. You had the modern WRC Mini, you've got the Fiesta, and then you've got the rear-wheel drive escort brigade. Where else in the world would you see rear-wheel drive escorts battling on a par with WRC cars? Quite amazing. In the end, there have been the trials and tribulations, there have been the disappointments, there have been problems, everybody's had the same challenges. This year, Callum Duffy came close, but he wasn't able to overtake our third overall, car number 5, David Bogey and John Rowan. David, of course, 5 times Scottish Rally champion, been to Mull before, decided he was going to come back and give it a real run, and of course leading the rear-wheel drive competitors to a fantastic result, an absolutely sensational finish for David Bogey and John Rowan, and I don't doubt that it will not be the last time we see David and John here on Mull. But as I say, I suspect next year the two-wheel drive, rear-wheel drive battle will be strong, and these lads will have a real run for the money, especially from the local crew. But what a fantastic performance for David and John, and we congratulate them. Now Daniel Harper, part of the mini sport team, been coming to Mull since he was a little boy. His dad, of course, a previous competitor. Daniel has won Mull once. It's a little while ago now, Daniel, but this year he put in a fantastic effort. The team put in a fantastic effort. The WRC Mini looked fabulous. And as we went into the closing stages last night, I did just wonder if Daniel might just pull a rabbit out of the hat and get to first. But I think he had a few problems on the last but one stage, and I think that really put a stop to his challenge. But still, only 1 minute and 11 seconds behind our leader. Second overall goes to Daniel Harper and Chris Campbell. What a fantastic achievement. And of course, it's all the more satisfying for the Harper family and Minisport who've been supporting the Mull Rally and its many guises for many years. And it's delightful that Brian and Heather, Daniel's mum and dad, are here to celebrate this second position overall with them. And in a few moments I'll come down to the cars and we can just have a few words maybe with Daniel before we start spraying the champagne. So Daniel and Chris, enjoy their moment there with Joel. Fantastic result, gentlemen. Congratulations. So what can you say? It was very tough. But a young man called Paul McKinnon, who's won this rally twice before, whose dad actually, I think, has won it more times than anybody yet. So Paul's no doubt out to show his dad that he can beat that in the end. Put in a fantastic performance. Paul, I don't think, was without his challenges, but he didn't seem to put a foot wrong all weekend. He set a blistering pace from the start. As I said last night, I thought Daniel might just reel him in, but it wasn't to be. Paul was calm, collected, cool as ever, a man of relatively few words, who never seemed to get overexcited, but boy oh boy, whatever's going on in his head, it's pretty exciting. So, Paul, we're delighted to welcome you up here to collect the award with Paul Beaton by your side. First overall, the 2019 Beatson's Building Supplies Mull Rally winner, Paul McKinnon and Paul Beaton. So Paul, McKinnon, Paul Beaton. Paul glowing in the moment and delighted, and I'm sure, Neil, you're out there somewhere, you must be very proud of that lad. Put a fantastic performance in. So, in a couple of minutes I'm going to come down and have a quick word with the crews and let them tell you a little bit about their exploits before we start squirting the champagne. Fantastic. Thank you. So the photographs are taken. Before I go down and just do the interviews, I think the organisers would like to present a bouquet of flowers to John in their appreciation of being here to present the awards today. And I think Neil gets a bottle as well. Not that he has a drink now and again. Thank you, Neil and Joan. That's been a memorable moment. Right, let me get down there and talk to some of those drivers for you. And I think, David Bogey, we're going to start with you if I can find you somewhere in the crowd. Where are you, David? Eyes there. Now, we've got the cars in front of us here. Fabulous looking collection. David, do you think there's any other rally anywhere on the planet where you're going to see the likes of a WRC Mini competing with a Mark II Escort?
Yeah, I think that makes them all special. You know, it's a variety of cars right out through the field. So no, it's been a good event for me certainly, and we're very proud to be part of that. I'm
delighted that you're here. We're all delighted you're here. 5-time Scottish champion. I mean, that's okay, but 3rd overall at Mull, first rear-wheel drive car. It's got to beat that.
Yeah, I think so. You know, we're very keen to fight for two-wheel drive honours. So everybody's got a story, everybody's had problems, but you know, it was a battle of survival at the same time with difficult conditions. So very pleased to get top honours.
And did you think Callum might catch you at some point?
Yeah, I did. You know, he's a fantastic driver on these roads, and you know, he was really putting the pressure on at times, especially in the last stage. But he's had to remain cool, and thankfully managed to do that.
Well, you've got to be used to this, Alan. You've done it fairly quickly, actually, haven't you? You've not been here that often.
No, that's it. You know, this is my 2nd time doing the event, so you know, I'd like to come back next year and maybe fight for overall honours. Who knows?
Will that be in a Mark II or something with 4-wheel drive?
I think it would need to be 4-wheel drive, so we'll wait and see what happens.
Well, whichever way you do, we'll look forward to welcoming you. 3rd overall, a fantastic result for David Bogey.
Thank you. Cheers.
Excellent. So now let me find Daniel. Where are you, young man? He's hiding from me. Don't worry, I'll be polite, mate. Now, Daniel. It was very friendly. Now, Daniel, it was a fantastic battle, and I thought for a minute you might just catch up with Paul. Tell us a little bit about what went on last night and how tough it was.
Well, the whole weekend's been tough for everybody, hasn't it? From organisers to marshals to competitors. I think competitors have had it easy in comparison to everybody else. Yeah, last night we set off with a bit of a game plan. Not smile in the middle of Calgary with absolutely torrential rain. And then we got into Greven, probably about a mile in, and there was no break. None whatsoever.
Well, you know this there. You press them on the right. Who needs brakes, don't it?
It's just a problem if you just did part into that scene, it would come out.
And these cars are expensive, aren't they?
Yeah, a little bit, yeah. I would say, not that I know, but I would say more expensive than a big horse.
Oh, my hat.
You're right, yeah.
So, Daniel, you must be delighted though. 2nd overall. Shame you've not made the win. You've won once before, but you know that going to be back.
Yeah, we'll be back. Yeah, we're over the moon. It's a culmination of a couple of years with the car and team and whatever. Yeah, everything's starting to work right, and we were glad that we could just keep all honest.
Excellent. And your mum and dad there, obviously very proud.
Oh yeah. Obviously, I have to thank them for bringing me to Mull 50 years ago. You know, and that's where I've got my love for the place, and where else do you go and get this?
Absolutely, it's just the perfect magic place to come round, isn't it?
It is. Yeah, there isn't anywhere. I've been all over the place in the last couple of years, and we don't go anywhere better.
Well said, Daniel. Let me go and have a quick word with the man who's won this event, Paul McKinnon. Paul, third time, fantastic result. The mic's yours, tell us how it was.
Well, it's just Daniel says it's been incredibly tough all weekend with the changeable weather. We're kind of sick of talking about the rain now. Thankfully it's nice and dry today for this, but probably the hardest Mull Rally I've ever done. Daniel's been going very, very quickly all weekend. We knew he would, so we really couldn't make a mistake at any point, or you know, he'd have been right there. So obviously we're delighted myself and Paul to get here, and it's just great. So hopefully we'll have a nice night tonight.
Excellent, Paul. And did you think at any point that Daniel might just catch you?
Well, all weekend it's been quite close, so we're just really trying to keep. The plan was to just have clean stages on all the stages, not give away easy time. So, you know, it was difficult. Say anything could happen in them conditions. A puncher, a spin, you know, it would be a bit close for comfort. But last night, really, we got a nice run down the 22 miler, which put us in a strong position after that. So, you know, we're obviously delighted with the results, but you know, without all the sponsorship in the car, we wouldn't be here. I was delighted that the rally's back. The Islands missed it. This year was a big push on to try and get a good car for the event so we could be as competitive as we could. And without all these sponsors in the car, we wouldn't be here. So really, I've got to make a special thank to them. We really, really appreciate it, and we hope that they'll do the same next year.
Well said, Paul. Here's to next year. And before you take that cork out of that bottle, Daniel Alba, let me say, can you all join me in a rousing cheer for our three leading crews? So, David Bogie and John Rowan. Hold on, the guy wants to take a picture with you there. Does he realise what's going to happen with all that expensive camera equipment? Hold on, take a picture. Daniel Harper has got an evil look in his eye. And I don't know if David Bogie knows quite what's going to happen. He's not experienced it before. I just hope you've got your waterproof underwear on, David. So the photograph. Our man's taking the pictures. Everybody got the photo? Okay, our winners! Paul McKinnon and Paul Beaton, Daniel Harper, Chris Campbell, David Bogie and John Rowan. First, second and third on the 2019 Beaton's Mull Rally. Make sure you join us next year, folks, for the best rally in the world.
So that's it, folks. Our last live stream from 2019 Mull Rally. As you see the champagne being sprayed there, we'll say thanks so much and cheerio from Mull.